In today's video, I'm going to show you some tips, tricks, and hidden features for the MacBook. This is a complete list of the best tips, tricks, and even some hidden features. Make sure you stick around for the entire video to learn how to use a MacBook like an expert. Let's get started with today's video, the best tips, tricks, and hidden features for the MacBook. Starting off with the first tip for today, allowing you to split your screen between two windows. You can see that I have a Safari window open right here of the AppFind channel, and then I have an Opera window of the AppFind VIP newsletter. If you've not subscribed, check the link in the description. Be sure to subscribe to get the best games delivered and best mobile apps delivered to your email inbox. I'm going to create a split view by holding down on this green button right here. And when I hold down on this, it allows me to toggle. I can enter full screen, tile window to the left, or tile window to the right. I'm going to tile it to the left. And then it's going to allow me to select another window to tile it to the right. And now I have the Safari window of the AppFind YouTube channel that I can click on. And now I've got both of these web pages side by side that I can browse through and look through. I can type on one page here, AppFind, and then come over here and look at all of our videos. And I'm able to browse both of these web pages side by side in a view and get perfect view of each page. And then to exit this, all you have to do is just hit that green button again, and it takes you right out of full screen or split view. And then you can swipe 4 fingers up on the trackpad to access the other Safari window that's in full screen, and then you can click this button right here to take that out of full screen too. So now I have both of these windows back in their original state, and they're back on my desktop and no longer in full screen. And that is split view, the first cool tip that you can do inside of macOS. And this works for any application. It doesn't need to be a web browser. It can be, another application like Notes or Mail or Messages. You can hold down on that green button right here and access the split view preferences that way. So really cool way to work side by side in Windows on your MacBook when you're, having multiple windows open and you want to see two of them side by side, just without having, too many windows overlapping, and makes it really easy to set up just holding down that green button. The next feature I want to talk about on the Mac is called Spotlight, and you can access it by holding down the Command button and the Spacebar button. So I press Command, Spacebar, and it comes up here. So I have previously searched for notes. You can search for almost anything on Spotlight, and if it's on your computer, it will find it. So it can find applications, it can find apps that you've installed, different note documents, different emails, different web browsers, different searches. So I can come in here and search for QuickTime, and you can see QuickTime pops up. It's also searching at my contacts. It's also searching for suggested websites, tips, and then my files and photos and the apps. So I can come in here and search for Apple, and I can see Apple Music pops up, Apple TV, books, and then some Apple applications pop up, some system preferences, the contacts, some search my photos for apples and pulls up some apples there. So it's been really interesting when you can access anything on your computer with a quick search. All you have to do is just press the Command button and then the Spacebar button on your computer, and then type in whatever preference you want. I use this to quickly open up applications just by searching the name of the application and then pressing Enter. And then, if I wanted to open up system preferences, I can type in system. It's called system settings now. I can type in system, and it quickly pops open right there as the first option under Spotlight, system settings, and then I press Enter and it immediately opens it up. So it's a very quick way to access anything on your computer using Spotlight search, and all you have to do is just press the Command button and then the Spacebar button, and it pops open right there on your desktop, and you can search for anything. The next thing I want to show you is how to take a screenshot. This is another keyboard shortcut, and you can hold down Command-Shift-4, and you'll see this little cross arrows pops up, and then you can drag what you want to take across. Say I want to get a screenshot of this AppFind logo banner here. I can drag my mouse, click and hold, and you can see I can drag anything that I want to take a screenshot. You see this gray area pops open, and then when I let go of my mouse, it'll snap that screenshot and immediately save it on your desktop. So I have stacks enabled, and I can come here and see that screenshot right here on my desktop. Now, you can take a screenshot of almost anything, and it'll save it instantly to your desktop. Now, another cool feature that I just previously mentioned is called stacks. You can see I have very, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things on my desktop right now, but they're divided into categories between movies, other, screenshots, and then folders. I love this feature called stacks as it sorts all of my files into these categories rather than showing a ton of files across my desktop. And you can access stacks by right-clicking. So you can hold down control and then click your mouse, and that will enable a right click. And then you can see here I have use stacks enabled. And I can uncheck this, and now you can see all the files on my desktop. I've got over 10 to 15, 20 different files here that are on the desktop. And that's a lot. It's a bit cluttered. It's not really organized. But when I hold down control and I click one more time and I say use stacks, it sorts all those files together into their respective categories. So when I'm looking for a screenshot, I can click on screenshot and find that screenshot rather than seeing all my screenshots posted across the desktop. And then when I want to find a movie here, I can do that under the movie section. So it sorts everything very nicely together so you don't have a million files across your desktop. And it's one of my favorite features built into the MacBook. So definitely check that out. The first thing that I want to share with you in macOS Ventura is that it's the 13th version of the macOS operating system, and they have completely redesigned system preferences and changed it to system settings. So I can click on the settings icon here and we can take a look at the brand new system settings in macOS Ventura. It looks just like an iPhone. If you've used an iPhone before and you've opened up settings, you have this sidebar, this long tab of list of things that you can click on and tap on. And they've tried to mirror that experience across all of their operating systems between the iPad, the iPhone, and now macOS. So if you want to click on, an option here, we can go to General and see, software update. This is the exact same pathway that we would do a software update on an iPad or on an iPhone. And now it's the same on the Mac. We can come over to System Settings, click General, and go to Software Update. Another really cool thing about macOS Ventura is they allow security updates to happen instantly. So install security responses and system files. This allows Apple to push out updates that protect the Mac without having to do the traditional update process. And this can make your Mac more secure and make it a bit more of an great operating system, a secure lockdown operating system when bugs are patched very fast and instantly secured. So that's one cool thing about this latest operating system. So we can come in here and take a look at system settings. We can scroll down. If you can't find something, they've got the search bar at the top left, and I can come up here and just search. Let's search for hot corners, for example. And then I can see here, hot corners is under desktop and dock, and I can go ahead and click on it and get access instantly to hot corners. Now, this is a really neat feature that I love, where I have it set up to where if I go to the top left of my desktop, or the top left of my screen here, if I bring the cursor to the top left of the screen, it goes to my desktop, just like that. And then if I go over to the top right of my desktop with my cursor, it goes to mission control and shows all of my documents there. And then I can bring it down to the lower left and it shows application windows, and then the lower right and it shows quick note. So just like that, I can come in here, I can search for something in system settings. I've got hot corners. So that's something you can also enable in macOS Ventura. And I can come back here, I can exit out of that search and continue and see, I can check out displays, I can check out wallpaper, screensaver. They've got tons of options here, and it shows me exactly, what I'm clicking on as I, scroll down the list here. So check out the brand new system settings inside of macOS Ventura. It's really neat, really helpful. And you can come in here and search for anything that you need and instantly get it, and it pulls it up. It makes it really easy to manage your Mac with the refresh design that looks just like an iPhone or an iPad. Another cool feature in macOS Ventura that I want to share with you is called Continuity Camera. Now, I'm going to open up Photo Booth, and you'll see me. Hey, this is me. And I'm going to click on Camera on the top right, and you'll see that it's using the built-in FaceTime HD camera. Now, if you were logged in with the same device, the same iCloud, so logged into the same iCloud as your Mac and logged into the same iCloud on your phone, you can switch your camera to your iPhone. So I can see my iPhone's up here called Dynamic Island Camera, and I can click on this and it will instantly switch the camera to the iPhone camera. So now I can use my iPhone as a webcam. And you can buy an accessory to attach it to your Mac, and it makes it really nice. You can increase your web quality camera just by using your iPhone, and you can always go back up to camera, switch it back to the FaceTime camera. And just like this, we're back on FaceTime. So no matter how you want to, use, whether you want to use your phone, your iPhone camera, or your FaceTime camera, in macOS Ventura, you can do that. It makes it really neat and really easy. You just, log into the same iCloud on your iPhone and log into the same iCloud on your Mac, and then you can instantly switch over to that camera. And it uses the microphone from that camera, and it uses the the camera on the iPhone here. So you can see a little preview behind the scenes here. So that's an example of continuity camera, and this works in every application on the Mac. It's a built-in feature. So any application that uses the camera, it can detect your iPhone's camera. So whether you're in Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Google Hangouts, or Photo Booth, whatever app you're using to record or view your camera, you can switch over to the camera that's on your iPhone using macOS Ventura, as long as you're logged into the same iCloud account on the iPhone that you're using and the same iCloud account on the Mac that you're using. The camera will pop up and you can instantly switch. And I think that's one of the coolest features in macOS Ventura. So that's a quick example there of continuity camera. It allows you to use your iPhone's camera as the webcam on your Macintosh. Super cool. So we can check that out just by going into the camera settings, and you'll see your iPhone's camera pop up as the name of your iPhone when you switch over to the iPhone camera. Today's sponsor is Dakoni Audio Bullets, the all-new memory foam earphone tips for the Apple AirPods. The Dakoni Bullets will improve the comfort of wearing your AirPods while also increasing sound isolation for the best listening experience. Conforming to the unique shape of your ear, the ear tips give a comfortable, snug fit that will stay firm in your ear throughout your daily activities. The plastic mounting ring also makes your ear tips incredibly simple to snap on and off, so the bullets are easily replaceable as needed. If you need visual instructions, your ear tips will come with a QR code link to an instruction video on how to properly place the bullets on your AirPods. In addition, bullets also come in a wide variety of sizes, ranging from small to extra large, so you can find the perfect fit that works best for you. The bullets are even conveniently color-coded by size, making them quickly distinguishable. If you ever need to clean the ear tips, all you'll need is a bit of soap and water. Once your bullets are fully cleaned and dried, you'll be good to go. Incredibly durable, the bullets also won't flake off from repeated use and cleaning, so you'll get long-term use from just one pair. Convenient and perfectly designed for your needs, the Dakoni Audio Bullets are a must-have accessory to go with your Apple AirPods. You can order them today using the link below. Enjoy! Another cool thing in macOS Ventura is the clock app. We can take a look, you can search for clock, or you can bring up mission control, or not mission control. They've got a launch pad right here in the lower left of the dock. You can tap that and it will bring up all the applications on the computer. Then you can click clock. So this is a brand new addition and allows you to see, worldwide clocks. You can have alarms set, you can have a stopwatch, you can have timers, and one of my favorite things is you can activate Siri and tell Siri to set a timer. Let's try that. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, counting down.
And just like that, I've used Siri, it uses the clock app, it syncs it up, and I've set a timer for 5 minutes. And I think this is a really neat feature in macOS Ventura, that you have a fully fledged working clock app where you can come in here, you can add as many, cities as you want here that will pop up. And then, of course, you can set alarms, you can have a stopwatch, and then you can have your timers just like this. Very similar to the iPhone, very similar to the iOS experience, and you can come in here and set this up on your macOS Ventura system. So that's an example there of the clock app, and then we can go ahead and hit done here. We can cancel that timer since we're done with it. And let's take a look at another really neat feature in macOS Ventura. And we're going to go up here to the menu bar where you can see what's called the control center. So this icon right here is called the control center, and it shows you a preview a little bit of what's going on in your Mac, what Wi-Fi network you're connected to, what Bluetooth connections you have. We can click on that and see how that goes. We can see what other Wi-Fi connections we have, if AirDrop is enabled, your display brightness, your sound, if any music is playing. And then they've got tons of features here in the control panel in the control center, from focus modes to mic mode to stage manager to screen mirroring. One of the cool features that I want to share with you that's in Control Center is called Stage Manager. So you can click on the Control Center icon right here and then click on Stage Manager. And what this does is allow your Mac to sort your applications on the side. So you'll notice that I have multiple windows open right now, and it shows all of the other applications that I have open on the side. So I can easily switch between applications, and it allows for a new way of multitasking. So when I have multiple windows open, I can always, have my main window front and center, and then move my mouse over to the left side of the screen and then say, hey, let's switch back over to Pages, and it brings Pages up front and center. I can work on this, and then when I'm ready to switch back to Safari, I can do that. When I want to go back to Opera, I can do that. And it's very cool. It's a really neat way of multitasking. You just move your mouse over to the left side of the screen and you can see all of the apps that you have open on your computer, and you can switch between them with a click. And you'll notice, since these apps are not taking up the full screen, I can see the other applications that are open, but as soon as I cover up that side of the screen there and the app is in full screen, it removes the other applications, and I just move my cursor over to the left side of the screen and those applications come back front and center, and I can switch to a different one. And this one's not taking up the full screen, so it leaves those applications open, and if I put it in full screen, it removes them from the left side, and I just move my cursor back over and I can switch to a new application. So this is a great way of multitasking. You can, look at all the applications that you currently have open. Yeah, you can have multiple windows of that application open and switch between them. And when you're ready to switch to a different app, you just click on that app and it automatically pops open just like that. So that feature, Stage Manager, you can click on the Control Center. You can access the Stage Manager right there by clicking on it. And then we can turn it off just by clicking on it too. And all those windows just pop right back open on your desktop like this. So this is a really neat feature, and I think it's really cool how it allows you to, multitask in a new way. And it's great when you have, an external display and you can see all the apps that you currently have open and switch between those different apps and have multiple windows of that app open on the same screen. Helps you keep your desktop a little more clean, and a really neat way of organizing all the apps that you have open on your computer. Another cool feature in Control Center is the focus modes. The focus modes here, you can click on focus and you can enter do not disturb for an hour until it's evening, or you can switch to a focus mode from personal, work, or sleep. I use the sleep mode all the time. It knows my bedtime, and as soon as it kicks in at 11 o'clock, it disables all of my notifications and puts, my phone in sleep mode, my computer in sleep mode, and then I'm no longer disturbed and distracted by the technology. So it's a really cool way of, being in focus. And of course, you can go to your focus settings and modify all of these different settings across your devices. So it opens up system settings here, and then it has focus. So we can see what do not disturb looks like when you turn it on. You can have allowed people, allowed apps, and then you can set a schedule for this to be turned on. If you want it to be turned on every day from 9 to 5 or a different time, you can come in here and set that schedule. And then you can have focus filters, which allows you to customize apps and devices when this focus is turned on. So one of my favorite features of the focus modes is allowing certain people. So if you want to be able to communicate and get notifications from certain people while these focus modes are on, you can come in here and do that with the allowed people section, and same with the allowed apps. So that's a really cool feature that's in Control Center, Control Panel. You click on, the little icon there, the little control switches, and then you click on focus, and you can turn on a focus mode that sets your mood and your work setting. So this is what it looks like when a focus mode is on. You turn it on, and it turns the little switch there. You can see I got a notification, sleep is on, and focus modes switch and sync between all of your Apple devices. So when you turn on a focus mode on the Mac, it also syncs to your iPhone and your iPad, and vice versa. If you have to turn that focus mode on from an iPad or an iPhone, it will sync to your Mac. So they sync together. They keep all of the settings in sync. I can come in here and turn off that focus mode by clicking on it, and it's a really neat way to be distraction free from notifications and alerts on your phone, and controlling who can message you and what app can message you at a certain time. And that's another cool feature right there inside of Notification Center. So now let's take a general tour of macOS and the desktop experience and what it looks like when you're using applications. So if we go all the way back to our desktop, I'm going to hide all these applications. This is what it looks like. In the top right, we've got the menu bar where all of your menu icons are. And these are applications that pop open. If I want to click on an application that I've installed, I can see the settings for it and access, various different controls right here from the top of the menu bar. You can see your battery widget, which is probably pre-installed, and a few other widgets here. So that's in the top right. You've also got your time, and we've just recently played with the control panel, the control center here, where you can check out all of the different gadgets that you can turn on and turn off. At the very bottom of the screen, we've got the dock, which is all the applications that you would frequently access. You can drag applications in and out of the dock just by clicking and holding. Just like this, I can remove it. I'll insert it right back. You can remove or reorganize applications around inside of the dock, just like that. And it makes it really easy to open up an application. We previously in this video looked at the launch pad, where here I can come in here and drag in applications into the dock, just like that, and then easily click it and open it and have access to it. So the dock just makes it really easy to get access to your applications, the ones that you most frequently use. They're always there in the bottom, and you can click on them and open up those applications with the one click of a button, just like that. So that's the dock, and it's in the very bottom of your screen. In the top left, you have the menu bar and your action items here for whatever application you have open. So Finder is currently open, and that's the file system for the Macintosh. When you open Finder, we can open up a new Finder window here, and then go over to our desktop and see all the different videos that we've made and all the different files that we have, just like this. And it makes it really easy to maneuver inside of your file system, when you're dragging applications or files in and out. So Finder is the file system for the Macintosh. And then in the top left here, we can see all the actions that we can click. We can open up a new window. We can edit, view, go, window, help. And as we open up different applications, that menu options up here change. So if we open up the web browser here, we'll see things like history and bookmarks pop up. So it's very different depending on the application that you open up, and it changes based off of what's open. So that's kind of a preview of the Mac OS operating system in its desktop form. This is what you're presented when you log in. You get the dock at the very bottom, you get the menu icons on the top right here, and then your file system, file edit, view, go, etc. in the top left. Now, another new feature inside of macOS Ventura is the Home app for those that use the smart home applications in HomeKit. And it looks like this. You can open it just by going to the launch pad and then scrolling over to the bottom here and finding Home. Or you saw I just opened it instantly by using what's called the Spotlight search. I'm going to exit it out, and you can hold down Command Spacebar and search for Home or any application on your Mac, and it will instantly find it and open it. If I want to open up Clock, I can search for Clock, and Clock will open. And then another cool feature, to quit instantly, you can press Command Q, and that will close the application. I'm going to press Command Spacebar again and type in Home and show you this brand new Home application. inside of macOS Ventura. It works with this sidebar view, so you can see all of the rooms. You can see all the automations you've set up by clicking the Automations tab, and then you can, of course, go to the Discover tab and get more tips to control your home and automate things and set up all of the HomeKit accessories. So it's divided into categories from climate, lights, security, speakers, and TVs, and then different rooms. You can see which rooms are on right now with the lights, and then if I want to turn off a light, I can just, click on it and turn down the brightness just like that. And then of course I have all of my different scenes at the top where I can come and turn on a scene, just press it and it immediately turns on all the lights in that room, or I can turn off the lights in that room just like that. So the brand new Home app is a brand new way to interact with your home in macOS Ventura for those that have HomeKit set up. And of course you can go room by room and see all the different lights and the different accessories that are in that room. So that's a brand new application here in macOS Ventura. Really neat to check out if you're setting up a HomeKit system, and you can just search the Home app and open it up and control all of your lights and accessories from your Mac operating system using Ventura. The next cool thing that I want to talk about that's in macOS Ventura is live text. If you have a video and you're watching it in QuickTime, you can pause it and select text that's on the screen. So here we've got the ChatGPT video and our AppFind VIP page. I can copy this text right here just by clicking and dragging using the live text feature. And then it makes it really neat that you can copy this and then I can paste it and put it anywhere I want. And this is a really neat feature. You can just click and drag and copy. It's called live text, and it lets you do this on any video that you have. So just open up the video. It has to be paused, and then it can analyze what's on the screen, and then you can copy it just like this by clicking and dragging as if it was a real Word document. So I think this is one of the coolest features in macOS Ventura, the live text. You can, of course, select a text, right-click on it, and then look it up. This is another cool feature. So it shows you what that text is. If you want to look up a word definition, you can click on a word and right click on it, and it will also have a lookup feature for the dictionary. And this works for text anywhere. If it's in a Word document or on a website, you can just pull up that text. And we go over here and we want to know about iPhone. We can select iPhone, right click on it, and then say look up iPhone, and it will look up that in the dictionary. So it's really neat. It uses Apple knowledge, Siri knowledge here to pull information together. But the part that I want to show you is the fact that you could do this inside of a video. That's live text inside of a video that you have. You just open up that video, you pause it, and you can select any selection of text there, copy it, and then repurpose it however you need to. And it's really neat that the system can analyze videos like that. So check out live text in macOS Ventura right now, and I'm sure you'll love being able to look up information from it and being able to analyze text right inside the video. Lastly, I want to show you the weather app inside of macOS Ventura. It's brand new, and we can open it up by using the shortcut we just learned, Command Spacebar, and typing in weather. And it opens up just like this. So you see you get this full screen type of experience that we can put it in, and it shows all the details that you can imagine for your weather, a 10-day forecast, an hourly forecast, the precipitation, the air quality, the UV index, sunset, wind, rainfall, feels like, humidity, visibility, and pressure. And you can come in here, you can allow it to use your location, and it'll show your weather specific for your location. And then of course you can have other locations that you can check out. So this is a brand new addition to Ventura, and it lets you, look at the 10-day forecast and all these different features here from the air quality and, when it's raining, when it's not raining, what it's going to look like, tomorrow. And I think it's a beautiful design. You can see the raindrops dripping off of the, different boxes here. So it's very visual and very neat and really cool that you can have this app, formerly that was only available on iOS, and now have it here on macOS. So really cool app, and highly recommend checking out the new features here. This has been a complete beginner's guide of macOS Ventura, demoing the latest features and releases, from continuity camera to live text to the new weather app to the home app. All these brand new features here in macOS Ventura that you can try out today. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like. We'd love if you could give us a super thanks. That helps out the AppFind channel, and we really appreciate your support. And be sure to smash that subscribe button to know when we'll release our next video. You can turn on that notification bell, and you'll get an alert. So when we release our next technology video, you'll be one of the first to know. We love making this content for you, and we appreciate you for watching this macOS Ventura Beginner's Guide for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.